What's going on? My name is Brandon Epstein and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we explore the intersection between peak performance and peak experience. I want to help you perform your best, but I also want you to enjoy the process, so that's what we're talking about here today. Here's some context on what to expect on this channel. I run a business. It's called the Jump Rope Dudes. I'll link it up here. I'm going to be documenting my process of building this movement, building this business, and then sharing with you guys what I learned along the way. So that's what you can expect. Let's get into the meat of this video. I have this idea. For the beginning of each one of these videos, I want to take a moment of gratitude because I realize that many people are struggling with their journey right now. Maybe you're not where you want to be, but if you want to get there, you have to start with being appreciative of where you are right now. So, moment of gratitude, 5 seconds, think about something you're grateful for. Let's go. I picked my health. I'm healthy. That's enough to be grateful for. All right, moving forward. What I've learned through studying mindset the last 10 years or so is that all these principles can be taken from entrepreneurship to being an athlete, to being a musician, an artist, you name it. The principles apply to everything. So this video may be about mindset for entrepreneurs, but no matter what you do, I'm sure you can grab some nuggets and apply them to your own life. The first principle we're going to be talking about today is focus, and focus consistently, which means that you're focused on one thing for a long period of time. And the reason why I have that caveat of consistently is because I felt the pain and struggle of not being consistent and not being focused. In my very early 20s, I had a mobile app company. Things were going pretty well. I got a little high on myself, so I started other mobile app companies. Well, what happened? I lost focus, I didn't stay consistent with any of them, and I did not achieve my goals. If this sounds familiar, you're probably falling into a trap that many young entrepreneurs do, where we get shiny object syndrome and we start doing all the things we think are exciting, and we never stay focused and consistent enough on one thing to get any substantial results. The moment I stopped trying to do everything and I just focused on one thing, which was my business I'm mostly focused on right now, the Jump Rope Dudes, I started to see traction. And now about 2 3/4 a year down the road, we have built up over 300,000 subscribers on YouTube, over 30 million views, and the business is now thriving. And the only reason that happened was because I've been so narrow focused. We literally teach one thing, jump rope for weight loss. That's it. And because it's so focused and everything is about this one thing, and we've been doing it for a decent amount of time, we see results. The next principle is self-awareness. Do you know yourself? Have you ever asked yourself the question, who am I and what am I good at? A lot of people just try to do everything, and that's an awful decision. And if you're just getting started with your business or you're doing a startup or whatever, like that's cool. I understand that you have to take on a lot of different roles when you're getting started, but down the road, you need to niche down and find out what you're good at, which means that you need to tell that ego to take a back seat because you're definitely not good at most things. I'm not. And over time, I realized that maybe in the beginning of my business, I was doing everything from building websites to editing videos to editing photos and making banners and all this stuff. And what I found was I suck at most of that stuff. So now I just focus on the things that I'm good at, and I'm aware about that. I'm good at creating content, inspiring a community. I'm good at being the visionary and understanding how to reverse engineer the movement and the big picture of what I want. And so that's what I focus on now. And so you find self-awareness. What are you good at and what do you enjoy? Find that intersection, and that's where you should put your energy. The next principle does not get talked about nearly enough, and that is managing your energy. And this is the whole holistic lifestyle that I talk about over on my other channel, the Jump Rope Dudes, and now I'm bringing it over here because it applies to everything. If you are an entrepreneur or a high performer, you cannot perform at peak levels if you're not taking care of your basic needs, such as getting sufficient amount of sleep, moving your body consistently, eating good nutrition, drinking lots of water, taking rest days when you need to, meditating, getting your mind off the normal grind, and finally, doing things that energize you. If you're doing things that you don't like all the time, eventually you're gonna get burnt out. So you need to find a way to align what you're consistently taking action on with what you actually care about. And this may be tough if you don't know what that is yet, so stay curious, keep looking for that thing if you haven't found it yet. This may seem obvious, but the final thing I want to mention is cut out the things that drain your energy, meaning people who drain your energy or things that you consistently commit to that drain your energy. It's all about energy management. So get rid of the things that don't serve you, bring the things that have more energy and help you perform at your peak levels. The next principle is playing the long game. Now, all the things that you probably want in your life, whether that's money or impact in the world or creating these really cool products, whatever it is, it's gonna take a long time. So you can't try to just squish it all in together and just make it happen in the next 1 month, 3 months. It's not gonna happen. Anything worth having takes a sufficient amount of time. So you need to have this running in the back of your head with every action that you take. And I'll tell you exactly how I'm using this in my own business. Now, our Jump Rope Dudes YouTube channel, it's a channel all about jump rope for weight loss. And people in our community really care about this stuff. And this content specifically is what gets them really passionate. The community as it is right now, it's actually pretty small. I mean, if you're not familiar with that channel, you probably are thinking to yourself, well, jump rope for fitness, that's not a mainstream thing. And you're right, it's not. We're playing the long-term game. Our long-term goal is to make jump rope for fitness the next yoga, the next big fitness mainstream thing that catches on in the US and the greater world. And so with that context in mind, we're taking a lot of actions right now that are gonna make that possible down the road. One of those examples is last week we shot a video. It was called Top 5 Places to Jump Rope in LA. Now this is a really cool video for anyone who jumps rope in LA, but if you're not here and you don't jump rope, you probably don't care about this video. And so this video probably took us 30 hours to shoot, but it only got a couple thousand views on the first day versus if we make a video called how to get rid of love handles, that video will probably get 30,000 views within the first couple days. So we understand that's short-term gain versus long-term gain. And our long-term gain is making sure that we provide our community with all the resources they need now and for the next 10 years. Another thing that we do in our business as well is we say no all the time. Now that we're at a level where we have a decent amount of followers, subscribers, we get asked to do different things with brands all the time. And usually the answer is no, because it may mean short-term money, but it means long-term we lose integrity with our community. And so we're always thinking about that long game, and I encourage you to do the same. The final principle, which I think is the most important principle, is do not be afraid to fail. I had some very, very, very dark days in the beginning of my entrepreneurial journey, if you will. Days when I had to leave my apartment because I couldn't afford to live there and move down to South America and basically live off nothing to get by for a while. And I've been through that and I know what that's like. And the only thing that got me to where I am now from there is I just didn't quit. And that's what I'm gonna tell you. A lot of people are gonna be doubting you. You're probably gonna be doubting yourself, but I promise you, if you don't quit, you're never a failure. So that's it. The game is that simple. When someone's like, how do I become successful? Don't quit. In summary, focus and consistency, develop self-awareness, manage your energy, play the long game, and don't be afraid to fail. Going forward, I'm gonna be doing more of this documentation of what's going on in my business, sharing it with you guys, sharing mindset tools, tips, things I learned along the way. If you guys have things that you wanna know about specifically in my life, what different things do I put in place to get myself better results, I'm happy to share that. Just drop your comments below and I'll grab them and I'll come up with content based upon your feedback. So thanks again for watching this video. Keep stacking them bricks. I'll see you in the next video.